because this is their chance to get over the line.
Now, we were talking during the ad break in here, Tim and I and the rest of the boys saying we just want this Australian bowling pair from Australia's stake just to rip through this South African top order.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, and you can see Darren Lehmann, he's calling the shots already. He's got two men saving the single, no cheap runs for the South Africans.
So Kasperovich to Hall, what can he do? No run.
Great example there, as we say. Good captaincy, Buff, putting the pressure straight on.
Well, he needs some big shots. Get a few wickets early and put some pressure on these first two, so see how we go.
As the wind, this onshore breeze really whips up now. Oh, big in-swinger from Kasperovich. Good work, 2 dot balls to start it.
Of course, every time you put a dot ball in the book, you know, it just increases that pressure just fractionally on the batsman, because, you know, you don't want to have a maiden or a 1 or 2 over. Your minimum you're looking for off an over is about 6.
Well, as you said, as Kasperovich comes in again and Hall gets that past that short cover, just the single. As you've said a few times, Gucci, everything's magnified in Forest Gold Beach cricket, where there might be 2 or 3 over momentum swings in one-day international. It can happen in 1 or 2 balls in this game.
Yeah, and Test cricket, it's a session of play. In one-day cricket, it could be a little spell
again, Gucci. I mean, this is the time for the Australians to shine, and that one just eluding the skipper, the acting skipper who's keeping, and goes to the bowler's end, and they'll take the 2. Good one-day, good limited over shot that.
Yep, giving himself room, throwing the bat hard, getting a good edge on the ball, and good work from the captain, Darren Lehmann, making good ground to cut off the 4.
Oh, that's quick and full and a wide. It'll be re-bowled and they'll take the single, so it just starts to unravel a little.
Very generous there, Murray. Quick and full. I mean, that was a flat one. You didn't count on that one, Jonty, did you?
Picking on me.
So none for 5. It's going to take a leg by here for Andrew Hall. And the South Africans negotiate that first over without loss.
And honours even there. South Africans will...
Another 4.
Well, this is a big over for Australia, Howie.
High-risk game, guys. Bowling Jonty Rhodes. They're trying to bowl in-swinging Yorker. They've put Flem down on the boundary in case he gets a top edge, that little favourite sweep shot. But if he gets it in the middle of the bat, it'll sail. So they're playing a pretty risky game here, the Aussies.
Well, prepared to concede the single here, Darren Lehmann.
Oh, it's up in the air. It's on the breeze. There's a lot of bat on that. And that's the first boundary in the South African innings. And that's just what Mark Waugh can't let them do, Gucci. Get under that ball of his.
Well, he said he's going to bowl Yorkers. Didn't get it right there. And just shows you when you're only bowling medium pace, if you get the length wrong and it just drops on a length, it gives the batsman time to swing in his arc. Got all of that.
So wickets now crucial for the Australians. It's more like it as Andrew Hall squeezes one away for a single. And suddenly the South Africans, as you said, a ball here or a 6 there or a wicket to fall every now and again just changes everything. And just with that one Andrew Hall blow, suddenly the momentum's with the South Africans. So Waugh in again, full, just the single.
Yeah, there's a lot of cricket to be played yet in this match, and things can change very quickly. You get 1 wicket, you get 2, and suddenly the momentum goes. At the moment, South Africa looking good. They'd be very happy with 2 balls to go, looking like they'll be posting similar to what Australia did in the first 2 overs, about 18.
And they'll take another single here. And that's okay. Singles for Australia are totally acceptable, particularly from Mark Waugh and Stewie Law and a couple of the other bowlers who the South Africans might fancy having a go at. If they can get away for 5 or 6 singles and over, that's a big win for the Australians, but it's those boundaries that they've got to try and contain. And it's in the air, it's full, and Jonty Rhodes has got a lot of bat on it. It hasn't got to the boundary. We saw that breeze that we were talking about really hold that up. And Jonty probably thought, based on the last 2 weekends of Forest Gold Beach cricket, that he'd hit that over the boundary, but it wasn't to be, Gucci.
Well, the wind's off the coast, off the ocean, onshore breeze, so that held up there. Only 2 for Jonty. South Africa after the first 2 overs, 0 for 18.
Welcome back to Coolangatta. Good solid start by the South Africans. Damien Fleming into the attack bowling to Sean Pollock, who was just destructive in game 1 earlier against the New Zealanders. All to no avail against the New Zealanders, all to no avail unfortunately, but 26 he made at his first at-bat. He hit a lot of balls over the fence, and now this is going to be crucial here, Gucci.
Yeah, we talked about the captaincy skills, and here's Darren Lehmann calling the changes, and I think this is right. He's bringing 3 fielders in to save the single, so therefore keep Paul Adams on strike and try and keep his captain Sean Pollock off strike.
Will it work? How's it going to play out? And I'll get the single straight away. If you can hit the stumps, no. Howie, what were the boys saying at the change of ends?
Exactly as Gucci said, let's keep Paul Adams on strike. Buff's theory is that if they don't get a wicket this over, you may well see Dizzy bowl the next over. If they do get a wicket, you may see one of the bowlers like Bevo on. So they really do need a wicket in this pair.
Well, Sobers is bowling now, and they'll take another single, and that's going to be enough for the South Africans. Wickets, the Australians absolutely need at least 2 wickets to halt this South African run chase, Gucci.
Yeah, I think this is good cricket. There's a bit of tension here, isn't it? You can just feel it out there. Look, Darren Lehmann coming up to talk to his fielders now. Little huddle.
Next one, drop one back.
We're talking about this one, slow ball or fast?
I don't really need to, because we might get a big hit. We've got those two there. He's going to go.
It's fascinating stuff. That's a fly-on-the-wall insight into what these blokes are thinking. Now, the batsmen are keyed on a different channel. They can't hear what the Australians are saying. And there's some... Oh, it's a wicket! That's brought the wicket that the Australians needed. Great captaincy by Darren Lehmann. He forced Paul Adams into the big shot, and the Australians break through.
As we said, the captaincy will come into it. Great captaincy there from Darren Lehmann. Good catch behind the stumps as well. And that little time out there they had, little time out, paid dividends, didn't it? They talked about it, and that just puts the pressure back on the South African batting line-up now.
Batsman change, so Pollock takes strike. And that's just a single, so this game right back in the balance. And that's what we say about XXXX Gold Beach Cricket. It can turn on just one ball, one catch, 1-6. The whole thing can turn around. And
we're seeing this from Australia now. A little bit more intensity in their cricket, you know. A bit more thought processes going into it. Damien Fleming ringing the changes with a type of delivery. Pressure on Adams.
It's good stuff from Darren Lehmann. Slower ball. Oh, no. Now there's a chance of the keeper's end. No. Great work from Fleming, who just ran a bit of Luke Hodge type interference in front of Sean Pollock there. And that...
You're holding it. Now you'll change it.
And not only was he... Oh, that is a massive hit from Pollock. He got a full bunger from Michael Bevan, who was almost unhittable last time he bowled when he stepped in for Alan Border. Not this time, outside off stump. Gave Sean Pollock some swinging room, and this outstanding player, Julie, took advantage of it.
Well, that's a great shot. Give me a player who hits it long and hard down the ground any day.
Big ball this. Gets under it. No run, no wicket. Dot ball, crucial.
Fear Lupis. I'm not sure Fear is 6 or 4. Is that 6 or 4 runs, Sean?
That's a 4. Fear is fear and sis is sis.
So Bevan, cap off. They'll take the one. They'll think of 2. They'll go to the bowler's end. No, only the 1. There's some cricket being played out here. We often see some agricultural fun with the XXXX Gold Beach Cricket, but this feels actually a bit like a cricket match out here today.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? It's a bit of fun, it's entertainment, the guys are having a good time, but yeah, we've got mid-wicket conferences, and we've got the Afrikaans coming out, so it shows how serious it is. And Paul Adams already been out once, which in Afrikaans is Palki. Am I right there, Sean?
Yeah, he's 8.
So Bevan with a big chance here. What can he do? Well done, Paul Adams. Just summing the moment up. And Paul, there's a little bit of pressure on you out there. They're coming around you. They're surrounding you.
They're surrounding me, and I love playing a shot. But the skipper has just telling me to just get him on strike.
It's a bit like having a party with the Australians when you're on strike, isn't it?
I'm eating. A bottom man just wants to tighten up.
Bevo again. Oh, beautiful ball. They go up. No, says Clive. Howie, it's all happening down there. Can you feel it from the boundary line?
Bit more intensity. Marky Ward standing beside me. He's rubbing his hands together. It looks like it's just a little bit more serious at the moment, Junior.
We're up all night doing our plans for each batsman, so we're executing it pretty well today.
It's working very well, and the best thing, guys, for the Aussies, they've still got Kasperwitz with 1 over, and Dizzy Gillespie, the star, still got 2 to come.
It's a big, big call that Darren Lehmann. It's a roll of the dice as he stumbles through the sand. But it's a big call that he's made. He's rolled the dice, as Darren Lehmann, without bowling Gillespie yet, Gucci, and it's paying dividends at the moment.
Definitely, we said that at the beginning of the South African innings, that the captaincy skills, when he got a lowish score, come into play. He's done his side proud. South Africa 1 for 26.